Hi, Matt and Karen. This is Brett in Portland, Maine. How you doing today?
Hello, Brett. How are you, sir?
I am very good. I am so excited to talk to the two of you. I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. I've been a huge fan my entire life, Matt. I'm incredibly jealous of you. I'm 29 years old. Just like Leo. You're the first doctor of mine that's younger than me.
Yeah, well, I know, right? Yeah. It's well, if you know it, then you know what a huge privilege it is to play the role, right?
And I have to tell you, before I launch into my first question, I just have to tell you, I've been privileged to see the first two episodes, and you are both fantastic. I love it. I love what you're doing. You are both amazing, and I thank you for that.
Well, that means a lot. Thank you very much, sir.
I'm losing time, so I got to get into my first question here. For anybody who has not seen Doctor Who, for anybody who's not familiar in America, because it's just not as big here, why is this first episode, this new season, the perfect place to start?
Well, you know, I think Doctor Who has been the #1 show in Britain for many years, and to give you a brief synopsis, it's about a 907-year-old time traveller who travels around the universe in a blue box called the TARDIS, which is bigger on the inside and is actually a time machine. And he can go anywhere in space and time. He's also the most intelligent being in the cosmos. So he can go to Mars, he can go to the middle of the Earth, he can go to Pluto, he can go to the bottom of the sea. He can go anywhere. And I think this new season, I think what we've done is we've turned it into a bit of a fairy tale. And every week we have a different monster. And every week we have a different adventure, and Doctor Who will just improve your life.
From everything I've seen so far, the new season definitely seems to have a slightly different tone to it, more energy, more passion, more fun. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I think so. Especially in the first episode, it kind of goes at breakneck speed. It's like bam, 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 and the momentum's up, and that's what I love about Doctor Who, the energy of it, and it's quite a rush of energy.
Sense of adventure, isn't it?
Yeah, because they're always on a mission. So that's the great thing about it, I think.
Now, Matt, when you got the role, 10 other actors had played it before you. How do you approach the role in a way that's different and still unique?
Well, you know, I think it's a bit like playing Hamlet. I think you have to be as brave and bold as you can be with your own creation and version of it, and you can't really look back too much. I mean, I'm a great fan of many Doctors. I love Patrick Troughton, I thought David was marvellous, I thought Chris Eccleston was marvellous, you know. So I know there's a rich lineage behind me, but you've got to be bold and brave and make it yours and be as true to your own artistic spirit as possible, and hopefully that's what I've done.
And Amy, tell us about Amy Pond. I'm sorry, Karen, tell us about Amy Pond. What are we going to expect from her?
Well, Amy Pond is the Doctor's companion, and the Doctor meets her in the first episode in a very, very exciting way. So that's interesting. And then they embark on all these adventures together, and she kind of, you know, she's sort of his sidekick, but almost as mad as he is. And she sort of helps him out, and sometimes gets him into more trouble.
Now, Matt, the Doctor's costume is often very iconic, and I understand that the costume they originally wanted you to wear is not the one that you ended up going with, and you had a lot of influence on the wear, is that right? Yeah.
I mean, we'd reached a point where I sort of had like a Neo from the Matrix black leather jacket, and it was a cross between him and Jack Sparrow, you know, Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean. But I was very keen that there was an element of the Professor that come out. And so, you know, now we have a sort of very English tweed jacket and bow tie and braces and some big dusty boots like Indiana Jones. And hopefully it's a mixture between the traveller and explorer and, you know, as I said, the most intelligent being in all the cosmos.
Now, the show premiered in the UK about 2 weeks ago, so we're a little behind here in America. Yeah. How did you two spend that night? Were you together? Were you with the cast, the crew? Where were you that night?
Well, I'm from Inverness in Scotland, which is at the top of Scotland, so I went up there and watched it with all my family.
And I watched it with Stephen Moffat, who is the showrunner, excuse me, and my family as well, and that was quite a sort of historic moment for us, because, you know, it's a huge deal over in England, it really is, and that was a great pleasure. And it starts this week in America on BBC America, 9 o'clock.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I've been to Cardiff twice. Please give Cardiff my love the next time you're there, and give Mr. Moffat a handshake and a wave from me.
I will, sir. Well, come back to Cardiff and see us on set.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
Thanks. Bye.